You've heard the saying, actions speak louder than words, but in the world of seduction, the right actions can be absolutely irresistible. By the end of this video, you'll know how to subtly seduce any man and keep him completely captivated, using nothing but your presence and a few key moves. These are techniques that, when used correctly, will have him thinking about you long after you've left the room. And trust me, once you master this silent language of seduction, there's no going back. Welcome to the Trophy Wife's Guide to Life, where I teach you how to attract, secure, and thrive in relationships with high-value men. And today, we're diving into the secret language of seduction. Have you ever been in a room with someone, and without saying a word, you could feel the energy shift? Maybe it was the way he looked at you, or how you moved, but suddenly, the dynamic between you two felt electric. What if I told you that you could create that feeling whenever you want, and keep him hooked on you without uttering a single word? But before we get started, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe because we have an entire library of videos coming up on everything from how to use your social media to attract high-value men to the best careers for future trophy wives. And if you haven't checked out our 3-part video course on how to secure a high-value man, you're missing out on the ultimate blueprint for transforming your love life. So make sure to dive into that as well. Now, let's talk about how to keep him hooked without saying a word. You've probably heard that the eyes are the windows to the soul. But when it comes to seduction, your eyes are also the most powerful tool in your arsenal. A single glance can create more desire than any conversation ever could. Here's how to use it. When you first lock eyes with him, hold his gaze for just a moment longer than feels comfortable. Don't look away too quickly, that's what everyone does. Instead, let your eyes linger. But here's the key. Soften your expression. Your eyes should say, "I see you." Not in a confrontational way, but in a way that suggests curiosity, intrigue, and invitation. High-value men notice confidence, and they're drawn to a woman who can hold her own in silence. Your eyes can say, "I want you to come closer," or "I'm in control here." It's subtle, but when done right, it's magnetic. And let me give you a little bonus tip here. Pair that eye contact with a slight tilt of your head. This movement gives the appearance of being open, relaxed, and mysterious all at once. Think about the last time you watched a powerful scene in a movie where the actors exchanged nothing but a glance. You can feel the tension, right? That's what you want to create. And once you start practicing it, you'll be amazed at how much more power you have in your interactions. In one of our upcoming videos, we'll be diving into how to use subtle body language to control any room. But for now, start practicing the art of seductive eye contact. Watch how the energy shifts when you do. The second tip is slowing down your movements. High-value men live fast-paced lives. They're used to things moving quickly, whether it's in business or in their social circles. So, when you move slowly, deliberately, and with purpose, it creates a stark contrast that instantly grabs attention. Think about it like this. In a world that's always rushing, the person who moves with calm confidence stands out like a diamond in the rough. The way you reach for your glass of wine, the way you casually tuck a strand of hair behind your ear, the way you take a moment before answering a question. It all speaks volumes. When you slow down your movements, you create a sense of control over the environment. You're showing him that you're not in a rush to impress, and that you have all the time in the world. This is the key to building anticipation. He'll be drawn into your energy, waiting to see what you do next. Think of it as stretching time in your favor. This is one of the oldest tricks in the seduction book, and the best part? It never fails. In a future video, we'll talk about how to use the power of stillness to create irresistible attraction. But for now, focus on slowing down and letting him come to you. It's the easiest way to create a magnetic pull. A smile can say 1,000 words, but when you're mastering the art of silent seduction, it's all about the right smile. Here's what you want to do. When you're in a conversation, or even just in his presence, let a soft, knowing smile play on your lips. It should feel effortless, almost like you're smiling to yourself. The goal is to make him wonder, what are you smiling about? Why do you seem like you know something he doesn't? This kind of smile creates mystery, and mystery is seductive. High-value men love a woman who doesn't reveal everything at once. When you smile like that, you're sending a message. There's more to you than meets the eye, and he's going to have to work to uncover it. I've seen this work firsthand. I once knew a woman who always had that smile, the one that made men lean in wanting to know what was going on behind it. She never gave everything away, and because of that, she was always the center of attention, even in a crowded room. That's the effect we're going for here. In a future video, we'll explore how to create an aura of mystery that keeps men guessing. But for now, practice using your smile as a tool for silent seduction. Watch how his curiosity grows. The next seduction secret is the gentle touch. But here's the trick. It's not about touching him. It's about using touch to heighten your own presence. When you casually brush your fingers along your neck, adjust your earring, or slowly run your hand through your hair, you draw attention to yourself in a subtle yet powerful way. Why does this work? Because men are incredibly visual creatures, and when you guide their attention without saying a word, it creates a sense of longing. You're not touching him, but he'll feel the desire to be closer to you. There's a reason why this works so well. These small, gentle touches create a sensory experience. Even if he's not consciously aware of it, he'll be drawn to those small movements. You're keeping him on his toes, making him want more, but still holding back. And when the moment comes that you do touch him, a light brush on his arm or a playful nudge, it will feel electric because you've built up that tension. In an upcoming video, we'll go over how to use touch strategically to build attraction, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, start using these small, deliberate touches to keep him hooked. He'll be captivated by the way you move. Finally, the most powerful tool in your seduction arsenal, silence. We live in a world where everyone is always talking, always filling the space with words. But true confidence, true power, comes from knowing when to be silent. High-value men are used to people vying for their attention, trying to impress them, trying to fill every moment with conversation. But when you're comfortable in silence, you communicate something far more powerful than words ever could. You communicate that you don't need to chase, you don't need to fill the space with chatter, and you're completely at ease with who you are. This doesn't mean you should sit in awkward silence. It means you should be comfortable with pauses, with letting him come to you, with letting the energy build without rushing to fill it. In silence, you say, "I'm in control here." You become the calm in the storm, the one he can't figure out but can't stop thinking about. When you master the art of silence, you can control the dynamic in any room you walk into. In one of our future videos, we'll talk more about how to command a room without speaking. But for now, start practicing the art of seductive silence. It's one of the most powerful tools you'll ever have. Now that you know these 5 silent seduction techniques, it's time to put them into practice. These moves are subtle but incredibly powerful. And the best part? Once you master them, you'll never have to compete for his attention again. It will come to you effortlessly. If you found this helpful, make sure you check out our 3-part video course on how to secure a high-value man. It's packed with strategies that will take your relationships to the next level. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell because we've got even more content coming up. Like how to use your social media presence to attract high-value men and the top 5 mistakes that kill attraction instantly. Stay tuned, your journey to mastering the art of seduction has only just begun. I'll see you in the next video.